Hey guys, welcome and welcome back to my channel. My name is Pam and this is the Mrs. Champion channel, and happy Saturday to you all. I hope you had a great week. I hope for you guys who just recently got hit by that snowstorm that you're safe. Everybody is, getting the things that they need. Hopefully you're not too buried in snow. I heard that some parts of New York was getting like a foot an hour, which is insane. I know we didn't get that much snow, but I guess, in the upper parts of New York, you can really get dumped on. So, guys, I hope just everything is going well for you today. And on this channel, on Saturdays, we do our yearly, quarterly, and monthly savings challenges, and that's what we're going to get into now. So let's go ahead and pull out our binder, which we already have set out, but we're going to pull out our first challenge. Also, at the end of this, hopefully, if this video isn't too long, I'd like to go over some challenges that we finished throughout the month in different binders, get that added up so that since tomorrow's March 1st, we can get started with, a whole new month of savings. So with that said, let's go ahead and pull out Bookish Mama Budgets. I'm going to set this to the side for now because we're not working on my Saturday savings quite yet. So first off, we're going to work on Bookish Mama Budgets challenges. And this first one is, I don't know what, I guess that was scratch off stuff. This first challenge is in her, not her Ko-Fi, her Etsy shop. I purchased this. It is a yearly savings challenge, but we are pulling this money every month. So we're going to go ahead and scratch off this final sticker right here. And that's $4. So before we get too deep into this, we need to count our money. And we need to do our roll for your savings goal. I'm doing everything out of order. All right, let's see how much we're working with this week. It should be $160 plus our rollover dollar. 20, 40, 60, 80. 10, 20, 30, 40. So that's another 40. So that's 120. 30, 40. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's 150. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's 161. So we have $161 to work with in this binder. And we just scratched a 4. So let's go ahead and see if we have a 1 in here. We are pulling this money today. And we don't. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. We are pulling this today for February. And we'll start fresh next Saturday for March. So this final scratcher from Bookish Mama Budgets is going to save us $8. So $12 coming into here today. Let's put 2 of these back. And we'll grab a 10. So all in all, in these challenges for the month of February, we saved 20, 30, 40, 5, 47, 48, and 49. $49. So close to 50, but that's okay. So I'm going to put this back in the binder. And I'm going to set this money off to the side. Let me get a different cash tray, because we're going to be adding this all up here in a moment. And these are all the challenges we still have to add up at the end of the video. So let me just set that to the side. Okay, so next, let's pause and do our roll for your savings goal, because I want to finish this for the month of February. This is from Anna Banana Budgets, and we roll a color dot die, and it tells us which D dice to roll. So let's go ahead and do that now. And we rolled red, and red's a D4, so let's roll that down, and we got a 1. So our last savings for this month is $1. I'm going to pull that from the side because that doesn't come out of our 160. And we save 50, 70, 2, and 3. So $73 will go into the high yield for that. So that's awesome. I'll set that off to the side. We'll count that later. And I will be sure to get March and put it in this envelope for tomorrow. All right, so now back to our yearly savings challenges. We are going to get into this one, which is a Saturday savings, and we will be pulling this actually at the end of this month, or today. I'm going to go ahead and color in this other half. It is 28, because we are saving $14 today. I'm just going to color it all over just so it's all uniform in color. And we'll grab $14. So I had half of it colored from last week because we saved 14 last week and 14 today. Okay, so let's go ahead and get that money out. And that should be our Saturday savings right here. Okay, so for this month in our Saturday savings, we have saved, let me get my money in order, 50, 65, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 70. So $70, that is pretty good. And this is going into the Roth as a part of that savings. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just set this off to the side with Bookish Mama Budget's money. And like I said, we will count all this up at the end of the video. Hopefully I won't make this video too long today with all the stuff that we have to do. I'm just trying to get this stuff kind of piled up in order off the side, guys. It'll just make it painless, less painless to wash later. Okay, so we will continue with our Saturday savings next Saturday on March the 7th, where we'll save $7. Okay, so next up is our February forecast hugs and kisses. All these challenges I'm showing you now, the Saturday savings, this February's challenge, and this Shut the Candy Box is from my Ko-Fi. You can find it for free. It's a free digital download. And it was for a thank you for getting me to 1,000 subscribers. So go visit my Ko-Fi. If you're new around here and you need some savings challenges, there's 27 free savings challenges in that download that will help you save for the entire year of 2026. So we scratched a 5, a 1, and we're going to come down here and scratch this final one for 2. And that will finish us up for February. And I honestly think we probably save more than 500 in this binder this month, but we'll just wait and see. So that's 8. 5, 1, and 2 is 8. So let's go ahead and get $8. And now we will get our scratch and save savings out of here. The only thing that we're not pulling is our D20, because we leave that in there for the entire year. Okay, so in our monthly scratch and save, we saved, let's see, 20, 30, 5, 42, 4, 5, 6, 7. So $47. And any overage over to 500, because that's exactly what we save in our Roth every month is $500. Any overage over that will go into the Discover. Okay, next up is Shut the Candy Box. Once again, this is a part of the download from my Almost Ultimate Savings book. So let's go ahead and get 2 D6 dice. We're going to use our Tina's from Budget Your Life. That's Eva. Okay, I don't know what that is. We're going to count that as 6 because I can never get my dice to fall naturally flat. Can you guys see that? Okay, you can see that. All right, so we'll call that a 6. So let's go ahead and color in our 6. I don't know what that heart looks like, but it looks atrocious. Okay, that's a little bit better. It's not much. All right, so then we rolled a 9. Okay, that is awesome. We didn't save much in this Shut the Box, I guess, because I kind of cheated right here. I only saved half. So, all right, that's a 7. No, that's not. That's a 6. I can't count. So we'll do 5 and 1. Okay, these hearts are really bad, guys. Don't look at them. Let's see if we can get an 8. And there's a 7. Okay, close enough, but we still need an 8. And that's another 7. So let's do the 4 and a 3. We are going to save face value now just to kind of get some extra savings in this Shut the Box. So that's a 6. All right, we don't have that. Let's do our free roll, courtesy roll. Okay, and that's a 4. So we have an 8 and a 2. So we're going to put 10 in. And let's go one more time. Now, if it's too high, I will just save half or add the numbers together because I'm not putting $20 more in here. All right, we'll call that 6. So guys, how's your week been going? Are you excited for March to be coming around? Are you doing March Madness? I know a lot of people are getting geared up and ready for that because that starts tomorrow, March 1st through Lisa Grateful Me. If you don't know anything about that, please go visit her channel. She'll give you all the lowdown on it, fill you in on who the teams are. Okay, that's an 8. Let's do 5 and 3. With this late in the game, I haven't decided. I better figure out something when I get off this camera because I have not decided whether or not I'm doing, now I did make a binder for it, but I got to make sure I got enough money. I want to do $10 a day, but okay, that's a 6. So let's do our free roll. And that's a 6. So we're going to put 7. So $17 coming in and shut the box. Ciao. Okay, 17. So let's go ahead and see what we saved and shut the box. But yeah, I have the everything in the binder ready to go. Binder is actually, you know, pretty much decorated. But I'm like, do I have $10 a day? That's $300 next month. Actually, $310. So I don't know. I have to really sit down and look at my budget. Now, I have been doing some things on the side to make money. So I think I'll be all right. But I just want to make sure that I'm not just saving and then don't have the actual cash to back it up. So I'll be making a decision once we get off this camera. So 20, 35, 37, 38, and 39. So $39 and shut the candy box. But like I said, this money right here, it has to get saved because this is good. This is for retirement. So, all right, I already printed out March. So this is what March looks like if you haven't printed it out yet. So go grab that. Like I said, free on my Ko-Fi, and that's the March scratcher. And this is the March game. So it's the pot of gold. You'll work your way around the board to get to the leprechaun. Now, if I finish ahead of time, I'm just going to start on it all over until the month is over. All right, next up is our quarterly savings. And this is from Jamie at Charmer Budgets. We're going to go ahead and color in our last 6. And we save $5 for each thing we color in. Okay, I just messed that 6 up. And we're going to go ahead and grab a 5. Okay, and then we're going to put this in here because we're not pulling this until the end of March. So far in this challenge, we have 20, 30, 5, and 40. So let's go ahead and put this back for 20. Alrighty. Okay, so moving on to our next challenge. It is from, Amy by Nature. I love this. So we are working on our Save 800. We already finished our Save 200. So let's go ahead and see what it's coming in as far as mini and tinies. Now, I do push some of my minis and tinies towards this challenge. So it looks like 3 challenges are coming in today. And that's 5, 7, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So 14, there's $39 left in this block right here. So I want to just put, let's go ahead and do, how many more do we have to do? Let's go ahead and do 10 for now. If there is more money left over at the end, I am going to come back around and stuff this with more because I'd like to get this block done, but I got to finish my other challenges first. So we may be back to this. I'm just going to set this off to the side. Okay, next up is No Bucks Given. We owe this $7. I have my little tab here. I'm actually going to throw this away because we are done with February. And so we're going to go ahead and add the $7 that we need to finish this challenge. And this should have saved us $57. I already pre-colored my my board down here. So it's completely colored in. We have 55, 6, and 7 saved. And Andrea's challenge for the month. Awesome. So this is next month. Just to give you a sneak peek of what that looks like. So, yeah, you can go ahead and print this out for free from her Ko-Fi. And once again, it's No Bucks Given. Okay, next up is our challenges from Play to Save. And we are finishing up this with the final $2 right here. I'm sorry, not 2. The final 2 icons for $5. There we go. So the 3 and a 2 gives us our final $5 savings. And we do pull this monthly. So this should be $20 saved in this, and this is. So I'm going to put this back for 20. Okay, guys, and I'm just piling up all the done savings off to the side here, and we'll count it up at the end. We will start with March next month, and let's make these. Let's make a decision now what we're going to do for these. I mean, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Gosh, we need one more. I'd like to do $2. 2, 4, 6. Yeah, let's just do 2. We'll save $18 this month. So we'll do $2 each. And this is going to save us $18. Okay. Yep. That is good because it's going towards monthly savings. I don't want to go too heavy on it and then not be able to finish it. So next up, we are finishing for February, Mama's Budget and More. We save $1 per icon for this. So the final $6 is coming in. We will pull this quarterly. I did finally make the decision, child. Y'all knew I was back and forth with this. Am I saving yearly? Am I saving quarterly? So I decided I'm going to save it quarterly. And then that money's going straight to sinking fund. So by the end of March, right here. We'll pull this money at the end of March, and then at the end of March, and then we will reallocate that towards sinking funds, because I do have some sinking funds coming up. I'd love to get some money into, like family fun and entertainment and things. Since it is getting nice out, I think we'll get out a little bit more often if we can. So I'd like to have some money to do some things. So let's go ahead and count up what we have for February. It should be $26 plus January's $26 should be $52. 20, 40, 5, 50, 1, and 2. So $52. Let's go ahead and put this back, and we'll grab a 50. We'll put these 2 ones back and grab a 2. And we have our $52, and we'll save another $26 next month and pull it at the end of next month. Okay, next up is this quarterly challenge. I did decide that this is going to also be quarterly. And this is from Jessie Budgets. This is not free in her Ko-Fi. There is a small fee for this. And I think it's like literally $2 or $3, guys. It's not expensive at all. So I'm going to go ahead and color in this last 2. And we will pull this at the end of March as well. So let's go ahead and get $2. Looks like we are going to have some money left over, which is good. We can put some money into Amy by Nature. And so far, this has 25, 27, 28, 29, and 30. Let's move this back to make some room for some 2s. Okay, we'll pull that at the end of March. All right, next up is this savings challenge. It's a monthly savings challenge from Kimmy's Corner. I love her challenges. We are going to save our last $4 in this one. And we're immediately just going to set this money off to the side once we count up what we have. It should be $20. All right, we have 10, 15, 17, 18, 19, and 20. And that's what we save every month with Kimmy's. Thank you so much, sis. Love these pretty challenges. And this is her March one. This is free in her Ko-Fi. Please go visit her channel, and then you'll be able to pick up her challenges from out of her description box. So pretty. I love this April one. That's really, really cute. So I love the March one too. It's very vibrant. All right, next up is Budget with Lysandra, and this is her yearly savings challenge. Also free in her Ko-Fi. We are going to go ahead and save these last $3 up here. And then we are going to fill in these final 4 spots down below. And these are 50 cents per letter. So we are saving $5 in this challenge today. And my coloring is really bad today, guys. I feel like I'm being rushed because I have to take Gabby to work. And I don't think I'm going to have enough time to come back and count it up. Or count it up before I leave. I'd like to do that. But I don't know if I'm going to have enough time. Okay, so here we go, which I don't think I'm going to be able to because you got to be at work at 5 and it's 4:35. 25, 27, and 28 in our February challenge, and that money is getting pulled right now. So let me just set it off to the side. Awesome, and then I'll show you her next month, which is this. This is March and April. Too cute. Next up is our date night mashup, and this is from Anna and Lacey. Anna at Blue Kiwi, Anna at Blue Kiwi Chow. Anna at Anna Banana Budgets and Lacey at Blue Kiwi Budgets. I just completely just intertwined their channels together. So this is the date that we're having. We're having fast food for dinner, a spa day. We're having chips and dip. And we're watching a Western. I don't know what the heck. Just keep that date. We were saving $1 per roll. But that was the only thing we had left. So there was no reason to roll. So another $4 coming into this. This should have saved 24. 21, 2, 3, and 4. This is free in their Ko-Fi as well. 6 months is in Anna's. And 6 months is in Blue Kiwi's or Lacey's Ko-Fi. So you can go grab that from them. And this one, oh my gosh, I cannot wait to start this one. It's so pretty. Pay for plants. We'll go over the game rules next week. But this is definitely going to plant savings. Okay, next up is Miranda at Shade's Budget. This is her beautiful Save Your Way in 2026 challenge. And we are working on the first one. She does have a dark version where the background is dark and the lettering is light. So you can go grab either one. I think we're going to end up saving with both this year. But we're going to go ahead and fill in another $16. So 8 and 8, $16 in circle or squares. Oh my gosh, what is wrong with me today? So another $16. So we'll do 2 in this color. And this whole top section is done, guys. complete. I think this saves $96 up here, $96 at the bottom, and then the sides will be $32 a piece. So this is a pretty decent savings challenge. I mean, you could really, I mean, you don't have to save with that much. You can make the 2s a 1 and a 6 and a 3. You can use quarters. So the 2s would be 50 cents and the 6 would be $1.50. So whatever fits your budget. Just getting this last square all colored in. This marker has definitely seen better days. Okay, so $16 more coming into this. Let me grab that money out and get it counted. We are not pulling this until we're actually done saving with it. So we have 50, 70, 80, 95, and 6. And that's exactly what we're supposed to have. Let's put these back for a 20. Oops, that did not go there. So we have 120 left. Yep, 95 and 96. Okay, awesome. Alrighty, so next up is our February challenge from Ashley Corella. We are saving $2 per box. So we're going to put the final $2 into here. And I need change. Let me grab that now. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Put the 5 back. Okay, so $2 coming into this. This should have saved $24. All right, let me see. What am I doing? I gotta come back. I keep skipping Megan's challenge. And I think because she's not on the 8.5 by 11 sheet, I just keep going past it. 20, 2, 3, and 4 in this challenge from Savings with Ashley Corella. This is free in her Ko-Fi as well. Let's go back and hit up Megan's challenge. This is so cute. Look at this. I love how this is turning out. So we're going to go ahead and roll a D6 dice, and it'll tell us how many hearts we're coloring. So we're doing 4 this week. Let me get a different... we'll just start off over with the first color that we use. And these are $2 a piece, so we'll put $8 into this. And we may come back. I know we did last week. And put some more money in. I want to get through the binder, one full time. Maybe put a little bit more money in Amy's challenge, because that is my big yearly challenge, and that's the one I'm really like pushing myself to finish. So $8 coming in. I got a big change once again, guys. Sorry about this. I'm just gonna make change off the side here because it doesn't matter. 10, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. Okay. So what did I say? $8, 5, 6, 7, and 8 coming in. All right, we are down to like 30 some bucks, which is awesome. All right, let's get this all piled up here. My daughter didn't go to school yesterday, so I figured she might have been calling off, but no, she's definitely going to work. Okay, 20, 30, 5, 40, 1, 2, 3, and 4, so 44. Put this all back for 20. Okay, $44 in this. I'm gonna put this all back for 2 2s. Okay, so 44 in our savings challenge from Megan at Rag Girl Budget. So pretty, I love it. I put it on another one. I don't know if I have it already going in a different binder, but I'm gonna do that challenge twice. Okay, next up is I almost called her Jody. Save with Judy. This is her $25 a month savings challenge. I took some money out of another challenge that I was doing and put it into here. I'm going to end up finishing this challenge every quarter. I'm going to pull it. I'm not using this for the year. My big yearly savings challenge is going to be strictly Amy. That's what I want to concentrate on for the year. My D20 roll and save is not, it's just one roll per month. So this one's going to get pulled every quarter. That's why I have these squiggly lines. It tells me when to pull. And this is going to also go to sinking funds. So we are ahead of the game now because I put, I think, an extra $40 from another challenge into here. And so now we're just going to go ahead and color in another rabbit's ears. And I think I owe this $10. So let me see. We're going to count it up here in a minute. So this is 25, 50, 75, 85. I think I owe it 10. All right, let me count this up. And we have 20, 40, 60, 80, 95, 75, 8. Okay, so I put too much in there. It was only supposed to get, what is this? 75, 85, 90. Okay, that's right now. So $90 in here. And guys, I'm going to take one pause. I'll be right back. And we will finish up our last few challenges. Okay guys, so I'm back. Got my baby dropped off at work. I know it seems like it was only a split second here for you guys, but that was literally a half an hour. So we are back, and we already got our challenge from Save with Judy squared away. We have saved $90 in this, and that's what we should have. So let's go ahead and move on to this one, Sunday Plan with Friends, also from Save with Judy. And we already colored in our little gnome. Isn't he so cute? I love that. He's like my favorite. He's my favorite on this whole sheet. And his name is Drew. And we're going to go ahead and put $5 in for Drew. Now, for this savings challenge, we're going to pull it quarterly. So once this is done for March, we will pull this money and put it in a sinking fund. So let's go ahead and see what we have saved in this. It looks like $40, and that is correct. So let's go ahead and swap this out. And now we have $40 in the savings challenge. So I will come in next week with our next gnome color in for our first gnome of March. And that takes care of our Save with Judy challenges. So we have about 20 some odd dollars left. That was a perfect amount of money for this binder. I don't like to have too much going on as far as like going back to the beginning of the binder. I just like to hit up each envelope once and pretty much be done. Now, y'all know I'll always put a little extra money in my Amy by Nature Savings Challenge. So that is always an option. Everything else, you know, if I put a little bit in it, you know, one time per week is perfectly fine with me. All right, so this next one is from Becca Budgets. We will be pulling this because we pull this every month, and we're going to put our last $5 sticker on. This is available in her Etsy shop, and it's Becca Budget 777. So that's going to save us $5 for that. And then we're also doing this bookmark challenge where it's Save the Fridays, but we are adding these numbers together. So if you can see that, that's a 27. So we'll add that together and save 9. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And a 5 is 9. And we'll add up what we saved in both of these challenges for the month here in a moment. Let me go ahead and color in my 27 because that is done. And we'll start next week with $6 for March. I'll make sure that's dry because I don't want to get that on my envelope. And now this envelope is going to be empty because we pull this every month. And so in Becca Budget 777, we saved 25, 32, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So $36 between those two savings challenges. So that's awesome. All right, guys. So we are going to pull this over because we are done saving for the monthlies. Let's go ahead and see how much money we have left. So we have $12 left. So that's what we're going to do is put that into Amy by Nature. So this week in total for our Amy by Nature Savings Challenge, we are going to add, let me get a little sort quick because that's definitely off my fingers now. We have 10, 25, 27, 29, 31, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. $36. I don't think that's quite enough to finish that block. Let me see. No, we needed 39. So we're only $2 short. But I know we'll make up for it. We'll probably save a few challenges on Tuesday for this. So we'll have this all filled in by the end of next Saturday. So that's awesome. I'm going to go ahead and put this in the front of the envelope. And we'll go ahead and set this off to the side. So let's go ahead and move everything off. I'm just going to tuck this in here for now and move it to the side. And let's bring over our cash tray, which shows what we saved for the month in for our monthlies. This is just for the month because we didn't pull any quarterly challenges. That's not to the end of next month when we pull that money and put that towards sinking fund. So this is all for Roth IRA. And as I stated, anything over 500 will go in the Discover. Okay, so let's go ahead and add this all up. I'm going to grab my calculator because I don't trust myself. I barely trust me typing in a dang on calculator. All right, let me make sure that we don't have a lot of glare going on. Let me see. If I put it that way, I can't see my calculator though. So, okay, right there. You should be able to see. Okay, let's go ahead and add this up. So, in our monthly binder, we have saved. Let's get this all put together. So we have 100, 20, 40, 60, 80, 1, 20, 40, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. I wanted to make sure I did that right. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, and 2. All right, so we have 418 saved in our monthlies. That is not enough for our Roth IRA. We were short $82. Let me see what's in this. This was only $73. So $9 short. All right, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to put this in the Roth now. This was supposed to go in Discover, but that's fine. I just need to make sure that that Roth is funded. So that's going to go into a Roth. We're short $9. So let's go into our pile of savings that we had from our winter binder and minis from the month. Let me see if I have anything in here that's even close to being $9. I want it to be 9 exactly because it'll just make everything easier. And I don't think I do have anything in here is 9. So what we're going to do is I'm going to take my smallest savings challenge that I saved. I think it might be $16. And just put it in there and make sure that I make a note for the difference. I don't have anything that's actually 9. These are really big ones. Let me take this apart, guys. Give me a moment. That one's 20. 25. That's a 50. 24. Nope. That's 41. That's not even remotely close. Okay, so what we're going to do is I'm going to take one of these $16 savings. Oh, there's one for 15. That's perfect. So 15 minus 9 is 6. So I'll have $6 overage that needs to go technically into Discover. Perfectly fine. I just need to make sure there is exactly $500 saved over here for my Roth. So what I'm going to do is go ahead and take 15 out of this if I can. And of course, I made everything really big. Let me make change for this 50, guys. Hold on 1 second. That's 30, 40. 50. Okay, perfect. So now that I made change for that 50, 20, 30, 45, and 50. Okay, out of this money, because this all goes here. Okay, so I'm going to take 15 out of there and put it over there. I know it's $6 over, but that's perfectly fine. Let me go ahead and deny that call. Okay, so now that we have our Roth taken care of, it's fully funded. There's an extra $6 over there. Not concerned about that $6. We can go ahead and count up what we did for the month, okay? So we did finish our Winter Wonderland Box Challenge for $267. And then our Word of God Wednesday Savings Challenges technically saved us that additional $15, but I'm borrowing one of those challenges to go for our Roth. So in our Word of God Wednesday, we have 100, 200, 300, 20, 330, 335, and 336. Okay. And then in our winter theme challenges, which came out of our winter binder, that's the binder that we do on Sundays. We finished all these challenges, and you should have seen that in previous videos. And for that savings, we have 100, 200, 350, 60, and 5. So $968. Plus the $6 that's going to come from the overage from the the Roth IRA. So $974. So we like to put around $1,000 in there every month into our Discover. So we are short $26. Am I worried about the $26? No. I know I can probably finish a challenge on Monday and put that into our Discover. It's just the simple fact that we were able to save that $970, what was it, $74. that's going to go into Discover. And then this $500 that always comes out of our monthly binder goes into the Roth. So another successful month of savings that we were able to do. You know, we're able to do this because we really don't spend a lot of money on other things. We do still have a mortgage, just to be transparent. We still have a mortgage. Our mortgage is not very expensive, at least relatively to me, it's not. And we have 2 car payments, but my car's almost paid off. My husband's not so much, but mine is almost done. So other than that, we really don't have many bills, except for, you know, the Rogue light or gas bill, which the gas bill just came in. It was $300. I'm not happy about that, but it'll get paid. So we're able to save a good bit of, you know, overage from our paychecks, and it goes into retirement and our Discover. So it's just been a blessing to be able to see this money go directly to those savings accounts and to retirement, and be able to save a little bit more on the side for sinking funds. But like I said, you'll see more of those sinking funds being pulled at the end of the quarter. We really don't need anything right now. You know, we finished that Susical savings. So the girls' cast fees and crew fees are completely paid for. And other than that, I don't foresee anything big coming up until maybe it's time for band camp. So that's the track that we're on right now. We're going to get right back on this next Saturday with our monthly savings for March. Once again, saving for that retirement plan, and also our $1,000 that we like to put every month into our Discover savings account. All the other tinies and things that go into Ally, I don't count those up. It's already saved in its buckets. I mean, if you guys want me to start saving those to the end of the month to tally that up to see what we saved in those buckets, I can. But I've just been directly putting that money into each bucket and keeping it rolling. So just let me know if that's something that you want to see. I will have to know probably before like Tuesday, so that I can make sure I hang on to those challenges that I finish. All right, guys. This video is long enough. That is it. It was a successful savings video. So I will see you tomorrow in our winter theme binder, which we're going to be finishing up over the next couple weeks because winter's almost over, thank God. And we're going to start our game binder on Thursday. So my game from Megan at Rad Girl Budgets came in. So I am rocking and ready to go with that on Thursday. And yeah, guys, that's going to be it. We should be finishing Snowball Wars up this upcoming week as well. So yeah, just it's been a blessing. And thank you so much for being here with me on this journey. Thank you guys for helping me get to 1,350 subscribers. So very awesome. And in March, I should be getting my very first YouTube paycheck. So I will be showing you how I stuffed that on camera, and that will be with cash. All right, guys, that's going to be it for today. Enjoy the rest of your Saturday. Please have a great day, and I will see you tomorrow in our winter theme binder. All right, guys, I love you all. Bye.